Hello, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals, and I'm here going to set up my new B6 bullet journal, and I'm going to do my collections bullet journal. So the things that are not specific to 2019, that video will come later. Just general collections that I want in my bullet journal. So I just found one of my partner's hairs on the front of my notebook. I'm going to do my collections bullet journal quite minimalistic, at least certainly for me. So I have just got various black pens. So I've got a black brush pen, which I'm not even sure I'm going to use. A black Papermate Flare, 2 pigment microns in 03 and 05, pencil, ruler, and a grey mild liner. Yeah, and that will be it. So yeah, I'm just gonna get straight on with it, speed it up, because I think I've got quite a lot of spreads to put together, so I think this might take a bit of time. So yeah, I'm just gonna get on with it, and I'll see you on the other side. So we are going to start off with a quotes page. And I'm just going to use a quote from Vincent van Gogh, which is great things. I can't remember, I'll tell you in a minute. But I'm just using this sort of typewriter lettering, and I really don't like how it came out on this page. I think it was the pen I was using, it just didn't look right, and I prefer it later on, but it's fine, it'll do. Quote is, great things are done by a series of small things brought together. So yeah, I really like that, because it's just, yeah, actually great things aren't everything. Great things are just great things aren't just one big thing, they are just little things that keep getting done. So yeah, and then I'm just going to use the grey mild liner to draw a box around it, and this box I don't like either. I don't get the lines very good, and they overlap, and they're just, yeah, I was not that pleased with it, but whatever. It's done, it's over, whatever. Fine, moving on. Next we just have our index, which are basically 2 blank pages with the title index on that I will come back in and index everything I make in this video for. So just using the typewriter and the grey highlighter as well. The typewriter font backed by the grey mild liner highlighter. To do the titles. So yeah, I much prefer sort of this typewriter lettering. Actually, just because this bit's a bit bigger, it's the same pen for this bit, but it's a bit bigger, and I just think it looks a bit better. But you know, you win some, you lose some. Not every page is going to turn out exactly how you wanted, or be exactly what you wanted it to be, but it works out in the end. So next up, we have something I do in every single bullet journal, and that is a cheat sheet page. Basically, the idea of this is to tell me how many small squares I can use if I want to split my page into certain sizes. So I just, on one page, do it across the width of the page, and one page do it along the horizontal of the page. So I'm just drawing in all the lines, and I've switched from a micron to a Papermate Flare here, just to get those black lines a little bit blacker, and because I'm not bringing in anything water soluble, I don't need a watercolour pen for this. I quite like that my books aren't stapled, because I can just take off half of it so that I can focus on, and like I've got a properly flat laying notebook. And I do tend to take my notebooks and things out of my traveller's notebook to to draw in them, just again to give me a better flat lay. That doesn't really bother me, like I know it would bother some people. I don't take the main Leuchtturm out. No, I do. Well, I don't know yet. I don't in my current A5, because the spine is actually what's strung in on my A5, and that's fine because it's hardcover, but with the soft covers it's a bit different. So yeah, that was that page done, and now we're just going to go on the other page. And I was confusing myself, so I went in and I drew some like darker pencil lines in, so I was clear on what I was doing here. Now I'm just going back through. The reason my ruler keeps disappearing is to try and rub some of the black ink off it, because it starts smearing, because some of the ink is on the edge of the ruler and then it smears along and it annoys me, so I clean it off every so often. So yeah, I went in and put some darker pencil lines in to mark where I wanted to go before coming in with the felt tip, just because I do a mixture of between. So on the left page I do like 1 to 8 with no gap in between, and then 2 to 5 with a gap in between on the right page. I just sort of do it as it works. So some of them had gaps between and some of them didn't, and it was quite hard to remember what I'd done because I had actually penciled things in a couple of days before filming this. So I couldn't remember, to be honest. And you're about to see me spell sheet wrong. And I play with the idea of trying to alter it. I pick up the Tipp-Ex. I'm like, no, this is going to be too hard. I'm just going to leave it alone. What does it matter at the end of the day? So next we move on to the next page, which I believe is my books to read spread. No, it's not. I lie. It's my birthdays and my addresses, and you will not see me fill these in just for privacy's sake of the people whose birthdays and addresses I would write in. This is way simpler than any of my birthdays pages have been for ages. But the idea is just to give me somewhere that I have everybody's birthdays, mostly to transfer to my future log, which you'll see me set up in my 2019 setup. Ooh. Because I'm moving into the B6 in December, all my December monthly and stuff will be in the B6 Leuchtturm, so I didn't feel like I needed a future log for that. So I'm just gonna start from January, and that will be in my 2019 setup, which is coming in about a month. It is a bit, it'll be in the middle of December, I think. I have actually ridiculously planned, I think now, all of my videos through to some point in February. Like Monday I've just got plan with me written down, but the Friday videos, because I've got so many bullet journal videos, I want to show you a flip through of my planners for like my last bullet journal, the bullet journal I just finished. I want to show you a flip through of my memory planner, because you don't see me plan a lot of those spreads. And like my planner lineup and things like that. So that just sort of, with my monthly hauls and my 2 monthly flip throughs, and my memory spreads which come out on Friday, my monthly spreads that come out on Fridays. That's like all of the videos planned accidentally, really, through till February. So yeah, that's a bit scary. I might throw in some extra ones if there's anything I want to show you before then. I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm batch filming these. It is currently the 13th of November, and I am trying to get these filmed, my 2019 spreads filmed, my December setup filmed, which is very early for me, and just basically my planner lineup, which is which isn't coming out till January. Sorry, I've just been blabbering for the last however long, and I've not spoken about the spreads I've been making. So the birthdays, I've just split the page, in both pages actually, I've just split into 12 sections to write in either the birthdays for each month or like important people's addresses. I just find it easier to have them in paper form than in my phone, which I know a lot of people my age do. Now we're moving on to my books to read, where I'm just going to draw in lots of open books. First my camera runs out of space, so I lose a bit of footage, and then I decide, you know what, rather than you watching me draw a billion books, I'd rather leave this bit in and leave it at this speed, and then just cut out lots. So you'll see me take the bullet journal away and come back in with all the books drawn in, and yeah, I just draw them how I'm drawing them now. So I draw the line first, and then the sides and top. So there we go. There we have, what is it, 34, 4 sixes, 6, 12, 18, 24 books. Yeah, 24 books that I want to read, and I'm just going to pop the title in next, and then we will move on. So yeah, if there's anything else you want to know, you want to see, that I haven't sort of mentioned that might be coming up soon, let me know in the comments down below, and I will try and find time to work it in and film it. Because I'm taking this sort of annual leave time to catch up on things and get a bit ahead with my videos, I should have a bit more time to film extra videos if I want to. But part of the reason I'm doing it is because Christmas, like this time of year, is always really busy in my household and with guiding and everything I do. So I just don't want to feel like I'm letting you guys down by not getting the videos I want to get out, but also not letting anybody else in my life down So yeah, that's sort of why I'm batch filming. And this is the one title that I'm doing differently, and that is because I think it looks really cool with the title being sort of the headphone wire. I thought that was really clever. So yeah, that's why. And then this is gonna be that. So that was my podcasts, which is the style of iPod I actually have, because I am that retro. And in fact, it's so old, it wasn't even called the Classic when I bought it. It was just the Classic. It just is the Classic rather than it is called the Classic. So yeah, anyway, now we're moving on to my movies and TV shows to watch. I had these as 2 separate pages in my old bujo, but I never filled either of them, so I just thought, you know what, I'll just make it 1 page. And I showed you sort of the normal speed of this video, which is quite fast still, 3.5 times faster than live, during a few pieces, but then I've really sped up the rest of it, so you're not watching me draw popcorn forever. And I could not remember for the life of me what I'd like split I split things up to make the titles fit, like, so they have 2 squares each, and I just could not for the life of me remember what I was going to title this page, so I just rubbed it out and decided to change what the title was going to be. So yeah, that is for my watch list. And then we will move on to my wish list, which I'm going to draw looking like a page of paper, which I thought was quite clever. It's a wish list on a piece of paper. I quite like it. Just going to draw like the margin and the like title in the grey pen, and do the same sort of title as we've been doing forever, or for all of this video, in the title bit of the piece of paper. I don't know how to describe that. Then we're going to draw some hole punching marks in, and then we're going to leave it for now and come back to this later to draw in some more bits. And finally, we're going to go on to my packing list. And again, I do this first page like the normal speed of this video, and then speed the next bit up even more, just because I don't want you to get bored. And I was bored editing it, and I know I made the spreads, so maybe, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you like the videos this speed, or do you prefer them to be faster, slower, longer? I mean, personally, I watch nearly every YouTube video I watch in double speed anyway, so unless they're like this and sped up, and then I don't always. I do sometimes still, but yeah, let me know what you'd prefer. There we go. So just finishing it off my packing list, and each of these bits of the packing list are sections of like different types of things to pack. You'll see what I mean in a second when I write the titles and the stuff in. So yeah, and then I think there's 1 more page to do, and then I'll go through and fill things out. Oh, I haven't even done my title or anything. Oh god, I'm tired. See, I'm getting to the point I'm enjoying watching myself plan, but then I've actually done it, so I don't know. How quickly do you like the videos? Sorry, my computer sound is still on. It is being turned off now. So yeah, here are the sections. So we have clothes, things to do, electronics and toiletries, the other way around on this page. Then we have essentials, shoes, and other. And shoes only have their own category because I didn't want to make clothes even longer. Now, moving on to the very last page, this is for, I have lots of different cards. So I have 3 bank accounts and 2 credit cards. So these little sections are for what I'm meant to spend on what card. And to be honest, I spend most of my money on my credit card and then move things around to the correct account, unless they're direct debits, when they generally come out of the correct account. So yeah, that's why I need this page, so that when I like go through and move money, I know where it should be being spent from, if that makes any sense. Because one of my credit cards is a reward card, and the other one my family have to buy me anything that I need that I don't have time to buy me, or they just pick up for me, so they've got something to some way of spending my money basically. So yeah, that's what they're for, and that is all of the pages. So now we're just going to go back through and write things in a second at least. I'm going to have a flick through first and check, yes, this is everything. So now I just pulled it in a pen to write everything in, and I'm starting with the index. I was going to use a Pigma Micron 03, but my Pigma Micron is not playing ball, and basically I need a new one and I hadn't bought one yet. So I bought some last night, but that was after I'd filmed this video, so I just put it in this gel pen, which is a Japanese gel pen, I believe. It came in the Happy Scrappy sub box, and it's, I think, a 0.38 nib. I really like it. It does skip a little bit sometimes, which is annoying, but it's a pretty good pen. I like the size of the line, and it'll do, as I don't need this, as I've said, I don't need these pages to be water soluble, because I'm not using anything like watercolour on these pages. Pretty simple, really. So yeah, just going through and writing everything in. So I've got my movies, my books, my indexes all filled in already. You can pause and look what I'm doing, and again, there are the lines going in, but I got bored of you watching the lines, and I was running out of camera battery, so I charged my camera battery whilst I drew in the rest of the lines. Then onto the cheat sheet, we're just putting in the size of the gaps, but then I was accidentally writing the wrong ones. That little piece of paper is just where I've worked out the sizes, so now we're going back through and writing in the correct ones. I'm missing, as I said, I'm missing out the birthday and addresses just for privacy reasons. And I'm just going through and writing in my packing list. So how my packing list works is I have this list that never gets crossed out, and in a few minutes you'll see me draw some lines on the right hand side of each of these lists, and they are 2 small squares wide. So in the first small square in each column I'd put the number of that thing I wanted, and in the second one I'd put a cross when I had packed it. So it's quite simple, and then I've just left a couple of squares in the list free for if I think of things that need adding to this packing list later. But to be honest, I've been using this packing list for like 3 years now, 2 years now. So certainly the last 12 months, I think longer than that really. I think it's in my previous bullet journal before I moved into a collections bullet journal as well. So for more than a year basically, so I can't think that I would need to add very much, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm just counting and working out how many pairs of lines I can put in. And I figure this one is the smallest, like this is where some of the writing is the longest, so we'll do that. And I do manage things for 6, so that's like 6 trips I could do it for at the least, but sometimes I don't even need to write down how many things I need. I just need a list to look at and be like, no I need that, no I don't need that, no I need that, no I don't need that. So yeah, then we're just going to write in which card I need for everything. And I don't know why there's still like a minute. Oh no, it's only like 30 seconds I suppose. Probably am writing for another 30 seconds before the past me takes over to just show you through everything all finished out in a little bit more detail. So yeah, just writing in what I'm buying from each card, making some mistakes in spelling and spacing as always, because what is life without a few mistakes? So yeah, there we go, hand you over now. Now I've got everything back in, and yeah. Okay, so here we are all finished out. I'll just quickly give you a quick look through what I've done. So, just got a simple little quote, which I'm not the most pleased with ever, but it's fine, it will do. Index, a cheat sheet which is spelt wrong, but it's going to be hard to tip X over, and I just gave up. So I started writing these in wrong, but I fixed it, it's all fine. Mistakes happen, and you've got to be okay with them. Birthdays and addresses which I haven't filled in for people's privacy reasons, but I will go and fill those in now. Books to read, which I did, all of these little books. I didn't think you needed to watch me draw every single one of them in, because I got bored drawing them, let alone you watching me. My watch list, which is just some popcorn pieces, if you couldn't tell, I hope you can. Podcasts on an iPad. Wish list, again, I didn't want you to have to watch me draw all the lines in. Packing list, so basically what these columns are for is I write the number of each thing I need, and then I cross one in the next one when I've got it in. Carry on with that, and then which card I'm meant to spend money on. So yeah, that is everything for just my general collections. I'll go on to specific 2019 stuff after this, I think. But that is it for this video, and I'm sorry for the spelling errors and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm most happy with my watch list page. I'm quite happy with this spread as well. Let's leave it on that spread, and let's just pop. The clip can just go on this last page somewhere. There will be fine. Oh no, that's overlapping it. Does that look right when I shut it? No, they're both covered by that. This way, please, little clips. Plan of reality there, just moving things to where they look right. Yeah, so that is everything I have for you today. As I say, I penciled things in, which is a bit odd for me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. As I am moving into this new journal, there are lots of bullet journal videos at the moment. So thank you so much for watching. Comment, like down below if you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!